Live from the Paragon 7 studios, you are watching Advent Sports Network Game Day, hosted by Al Johnson and Gian Alexis.
You are looking live at the gymnasium on the campus of Pine Forge Academy in Pine Forge, Pennsylvania, and you are looking at the Alumni Weekend basketball game for 2019. Hello, my name is Alfred Johnson, and I'm with
Gian Alexis,
and we are so happy to present for you on Advent Sports Network in cooperation with Allegheny East Media this broadcast that is going literally around the world this evening, Gian.
Correct.
This is great, man.
This is, I think this is something that you and we've always wanted to do, but it's actually really great that it's actually happening right now.
When I think of where we've come from, especially with our president and our founder of ASN, James Lewis III, we had literally an iPad and a microphone in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We've gone to Houston, Texas. We've been to other places in between. But to do this, and again, we want to give our special appreciation to Charles Williams and the team from Allegheny East Media. They are the reason why you are seeing this the way you are right now. But we've had a great day. We've had a great alumni weekend again so far. What have been some of the highlights for you?
Some of the highlights for me have been for me personally, it's been connecting with some of the older alumni. I think before, and just for a preface, this is kind of my first year as a treasurer for the Alumni Association. So it's been really great for me to kind of connect with some of the people that are kind of pioneers, Pine Forge. Like, they literally bleed green and white. Got to meet Marguerite Dixon, one of the graduates from the first graduate, right.
Yes.
And it was just great talking with her and her experiences. So for me, that's been literally the best part. Just being able to talk and converse and hear people from many different generations. But one thing is common, there's central love for Pine Forge Academy.
Pine Forge is a place of tradition and that builds on legacies of so many things. And we have an athletic legacy here, and you're going to see that displayed on the court that's behind us. And we have not only us here, Gian and myself, the AEC media team, our president and founder, James Lewis III is here, but we have another member of the Advent Sports Network team in the person of Janae Miller Johnson, and she's going to be our sideline reporter. And Janae, how are you doing tonight?
We did? I didn't hear that at all. Hi, this is Janae Johnson. I'm here on the sidelines of this highly anticipated annual contest between the Pine Forge students and alumni. We are excited. We're going to keep the word coming from the court here. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks so much, Janae. We're going to be looking forward to hearing from you again. What we have in front of us, again, we have the roster for the PFA students, the current students. For those of you who don't know, our Saturday night game is always the alumni. Some of the alumni, they come back, they get their clothes out of the mothballs, they stretch, they take their vitamins, they eat their Wheaties in order to play against our current students. And so let's just look at the PFA students roster for just a minute again.
Yeah, I'm noticing there's not a lot of size. There's only one person who's been listed as a 4. Everybody else is basically a guard, and they have one and a couple of wings, but they have a lot of guards. So it seems to be a very guard-heavy team, not a lot of size or height. So that may be, I'm hoping that they will make up for it with intensity on defense and quickness on the offensive end, but that leaves a lot to be desired. But I do know that since in the NBA has become a guard-friendly league, I know that it's kind of trickled down to everywhere else. So be interesting to see. I have no frame of reference because I've actually not seen any of these kids play. And the names that I do recognize, they weren't players that were not receiving a lot of playing time in previous years for the games we called. Right. So I'm really kind of interested to see. I know some of the other players on the other side, and generally, just for the folks at home that don't know, so generally the players on the alumni side comprise mainly guys that are here for their honor class years. So they're kind of heavily, that's the bulk of the alumni team. Guys come back to, really kind of put on a show, kind of live in nostalgia. This is what I used to do.
Yeah. Bring back the days.
Right, bring back the days, even to the detriment of their own personal health sometimes. But it's really a good time, and it's a good time for the alumni to interact with the current students. Now, don't get me wrong, it's usually a very ultra-competitive game. The students have some pride as well, and they would like to win. They kind of look at the alumni as the old guys, the old fogies that kind of, you guys been there, done that, you can't hang with us kind of a thing. But, there's also a lot of pride on the alumni side as well.
Absolutely. So for our current students, we want you to get used to hearing the names Holiday, Crawford, Miller, Fordham, Cummings, Rollins, Cancel, Arrow, and Alford, and I believe that's Jeremiah Gould. Jeremiah Gould. And Shamar, is that second name from the top? Shamar. Get used to hearing those names and those numbers as you see right there on our screen.
Yes.
The players are warming up in
the layup line. So hopefully, I've seen one of the students. I just don't know what number it is because I haven't put a number yet with him. I'm assuming that, yes, never mind. I know who it is. Langston Crawford, number 23.
Okay.
I've seen him in the layup line throw one down. But it's not consistent. I hope he does not try that in the game because it doesn't seem like it's something he can do with consistency. But it's great for, I guess, bringing up the morale of the team.
Yes. Well, time will tell, and we've got a great night of action coming at you. Again, our pregame is going on. Looks like it's just above 7 minutes to go until game time.
Correct.
So if it's okay, we're going to cut to a commercial break at this time, and we'll be right back with you right here on the Advent Sports Network with the pregame show for Pine Forge Academy alumni basketball game.
All right.
Move everything from downtown out to Scottsdale.
Yeah, they building the White Castles.
Then you have an elite
in
franchise.
Scottsdale.
Next to them carved houses in Camelback Mountain. That's where everything is popping to me from what I've
White
seen
Castles
in my 2 years.
It's coming to Scottsdale. I will be there.
You talking about White
You
Castles?
talking about White Castles like
Yeah.
Harold and Kumar White Castles?
White Castles will be in
I
Scottsdale.
can't wait, man. I can't wait.
They don't have White Castles here?
No.
No.
Do they have
That's
crystals
not a West
here?
Coast thing.
Nope. Zero.
Man, what's wrong with you people?
That's not
Listen,
a West Coast thing.
It's not. But I'm in Scottsdale. They got one in Vegas though.
They're gonna put a
I would
White
prefer
Castle in
crystals.
Google
Scottsdale.
it. They putting a White Castle.
Next to the
Scottsdale.
next to the spot is like $800 an
It
hour.
don't matter. It don't
$10
matter.
burger.
I'm up in that piece.
I'm curious to see that. We'll be back next week.
Yeah,
West
yeah.
State Radio Network. Always fun with everyone on the team
Yes.
here. See you next week, and we're out.
We're out.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're here live at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium. This is the pregame show before the alumni basketball game. It really caps off our day here, our Sabbath and Saturday activities for Alumni Weekend.
Correct.
We're here in the booth with
Joey.
Joey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Reading, Pennsylvania, man. So you're a local talent, local product. What brought you here to Pine Forge Academy?
Just the energy, the vibe, the everything.
Great. What are you looking forward to as far as the game tonight?
Just to get stops, close out on our man, get a couple of shots in, and put the ball in the basket.
Okay. How many?
Most
We're going to give some inside information for the viewers who are watching. How many practices have you guys had?
We've had three practices.
Okay. So again, they've been coached up.
They've been coached up, and it sounds like defense is a key here to you guys' game plan.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. All right.
Well, we're going to let Joey continue to warm up. Man, have a safe, good game tonight, and we'll look forward to talking to you at the end of the game.
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
That is what it's all about, again. Our
correct.
students who are here, that's why we want to highlight them as much as possible.
Definitely.
This evening, as we are at 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go until game time. You can see right now the alumni are warming up.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting. I hope they've had proper rest and they're hydrated and ready to go. The gym is filling up. Again, we've had a action-packed day. We've had Sabbath school, divine worship, and an awards program this afternoon. And so students and participants from Alumni Weekend are filing into the gym right now. And we're going to be talking even all throughout this evening about some of the great times that have happened in this gymnasium. And so, so many memories.
So many
things to keep in mind. Some things that we can laugh about, some things that we kind of want to shake our heads and even cringe at when we think back on them. But that's all a part of the Pine Forge legacy, all a part of the Pine Forge experience.
Definitely.
Again, we want to, just before we get going in earnest, thank our partners for participating with us. And again, why don't you talk about a couple of those at this time?
Okay, so we want to just kind of sincere thank you to our partners, the Gray Button. They make outstanding, high-quality handbags. Please look them up. They have a Facebook page, Instagram, and I know they have a website where you can order some stuff for them. So ladies, they make handbags, things to kind of go with. Great, but very high quality, custom made handbags and materials. I know that I know of the owner personally. She actually buys the leather. She stains it to whatever you're liking.
Wow.
Stitches it, puts it all together. So when I say quality, I mean high quality stuff that she's hand making. So just go check them out. The second partner is GDH Law. I actually know the attorney who heads that firm up. Her name is Gwen. She's actually a Pine Forge alumnus.
Wow. Good person to know.
Yeah. Class of 1998, Gwen Marie Davis Hicks. But that is her law firm, and she's based in Maryland. So if you need any legal advice, please feel free to check them out. This is JDH Law.
Thank you so much again. And again, we want to thank in earnest everything you are literally seeing tonight is because of the partnership between Advent Sports Network and Allegheny East Media. And so we want to thank Charles Williams again and the crew. We can't thank them enough. We're going to keep just going. We got a minute 30 until the game starts.
Yep.
But instructions and prayer are going right now.
Yes.
So we're going to just thank again our Alumni Association President, Sakoni Scott.
Yes.
And the team has been working hard. And as you can see, prayer is going on right at the center circle. I believe it's Carnell Willis, class of 1976.
Yep.
He's flanked by Coach Chris Fielder. He'll always be coach to us.
Of course.
Who is a legend in the vest, and also Eric Cantrell. And so as we get going, the crowd is there standing for prayer. Prayer is over.
Yes.
And we're getting ready to go live.
Let's go.
It's
Let's
really
do it.
about to happen.
I know.
Again, I'm sorry, man. I'm a kid in the candy store tonight, man.
Yeah.
This is really unbelievable and exciting to happen. And just to see all of this come together. Again, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that happen that are not seen, and even right now as we talk, so many people are doing so many things just to make this game take place and to make it happen, all for you. And we want to remind everybody, we're going to keep on reminding everyone, no matter when you are watching this, you can go to pfagiving.org, PFA Giving, and give to the students and the projects that are going on right there. You can also go to pfaalumni.org, and you can see a report and highlights of things that have taken place It's my honor to serve as chaplain for the Alumni Association. Gian serves as its treasurer.
Correct.
We've got a great team, and I say that biased, but I say that with full confidence. And so we are just honored and privileged to serve. And so as we get ready for our game to start and really get going, the energy and the action is ready here. And we're going to be back with you in just a minute, and we'll be ready to go live with the play-by-play call and the color commentary of the Pine Forge Academy Alumni basketball game in 2019. You're watching ASN.
All right.
For the action, they are at center court getting ready to tip the ball off. Everybody is looking like they're manning up, and so we've got 8 minutes on the clock in this first quarter. Again, we have high expectations, and we'll see what takes place. The first whistle is there. The ball is up in the net. Oh, and immediately an out-of-bounds play is going to go out on the side. It looks like the Alumni will have the ball first.
Yes, and it's good to see. I haven't actually seen Chris Fielder II play ball in quite some time, so this is actually really good because he was actually one of my favorites while he was here.
Oh, wow. Chris Fielder controls the ball, but he loses it. Paul Washington, that is, loses the ball. The Alumni team loses it and gets it back. Paul Washington over to Chris Fielder. Looking down low, our speaker for today, Noah Washington, is wearing number 7. There's Paul Washington with a shot, turnaround shot. He misses it off the rim. The current students are going down for a break, but it gets broken up with a foul that is called.
Foul number 1 on Paul Washington, or Buzz as we call him.
We've got number 13 taking it out. Stephen Rowe on the side. He's passing it to number 4, Curtis Rollins, and they're at the top of the key. He's looking left, looking right. He passes over to the top of the wing. Number 3 gets it back to 13 around. He takes a three-point attempt. It's up and out the back of the rim. Alumni control the rebound and up and almost, but on the rebound they get it back. And the Alumni are down 0-2 to the current PFA students. Chris Fielder controls the ball at the top of the screen. He's looking around. He passes an outlet pass. The Alumni are looking back. A cut in the middle. An attempt to pass to Noah Washington goes out of bounds. PFA current students will control the ball.
Stephen Arrow again inbounding to number 4, Curtis Rollins. Back to Stephen Arrow, who's dribbling over to number 4. Okay, stop by Mark Felton. Good stop. Okay, here we go.
They're looking for the three-point. They really want to shoot it, and there it is again. And it's off the back of the rim and out. Alumni control the ball. The score is 2-0. The current students are up by a bucket.
Mark Felton with the ball. Nice cross-court pass.
Dyson with the shot off the back of the glass and in. We're tied at 2.
With
just above 6 minutes to go on the clock in the 2019 PFA Alumni game. PFA current students, they are in love with that three-point shot again, but let's see where it goes. Noah Washington controls the rebound off the three-point shot, and he passes it into
Here's the problem. It's the Steph Curry effect. They're just in love with the 3.
See the 3, be the 3.
Shoot the 3. But, unless you can shoot like Steph, that probably should not be your strategy.
All right, Paul Washington over to Patrick Dyson for the Alumni team. And here they are. He goes to the hole and up and just got a little bit of the action, but the current students control the break. And they go up, and there is a foul called on Chris Fielder, wearing number 18 tonight. Again, we're knotted up at 2 points apiece with 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Here we are at the Pine Forge Academy Alumni Gymnasium, and a free throw attempt is coming up. And it is up and good.
All right. So the Alumni lead right now is 3-2. And Stephen Arrow is at the line getting ready to take his second attempt. Free throws are crucial. When I was a student here, coach would get really upset. And we're talking about Fielder if you missed them.
And it's off the back of the rim and out. The second free throw is no good. Paul Washington bringing up the ball. He looks like he's ready to shake and bake, and he does. He passes over, and it goes into the crowd. Alumni are really going to have to clean it up in the second half or in the second quarter to get things on target, at least just with their passing.
Yeah, but we have to always remember the Alumni aren't playing together all year. So,
in love with the 3 again for the current PFA students. Paul Washington looks ahead, and makes an outlet pass. It's coming around on the left side of the wing. Another pass to Paul Washington, who underneath the basket puts it in to put the Alumni up by 1, leading 4-3.
That's right. Good. That was actually a great offensive possession for the Alumni. So good to see them finally getting some good play, some good offensive sets off.
They try and run a pick off of Mark Felton. It does not work. No continuation. They're going to call a foul on the floor at the top of the key.
Mark Felton looks like he has he's taking issue with the call.
Yes, big issue with the call.
Making some substitutions are the Alumni team.
They're going to take out the basket. The ball's going to be taken out underneath the basket, and we are standing by. You know, I've seen almost more players bending down to tie their shoes almost than anything else tonight. So hope that the floor is in good condition and that everyone stays safe out there this evening. We're back at live with action. Oh, man.
Careless turnover by the Academy students.
Alumni are bringing it up. They're looking like they're ready. Noah Washington receives the outlet pass. He tries the 3. It's off the bottom of the rim and out. It's going to stay down on this end of the court with the Alumni taking possession of the ball. Chris Fielder will give the inbound pass. Look like he's got a play set for Noah Washington just to open up underneath, but that's just me. Looking back, Alumni control the ball. They're looking to increase their lead. They're leading currently 4-3 with 4:22 in the first quarter of the 2019 PFA Alumni game. Ooh. See the 3, be the 3 for the Alumni. A 3-pointer with nothing but net, ladies and gentlemen.
That was very Steph Curry-esque. Let's say that.
Here we go. And the current students try and answer back with the 3, but it does not go. There's a foul on the Alumni break coming up. And so we'll see who that is called on. And they probably call that on the floor, so no free throws. But the ball will go out on the sideline right at center court. Pastor Noah Washington, again wearing number 7 tonight, will give the inbounds pass. It looks like they're going to substitute out for him. And looks like they're getting some good rotation early again.
Yes. And it's a smart strategy by Coach Cantrell. I think he understands that the Alumni team are older guys, so just want to keep sure the legs are fresh because you can't compete with teenagers. That's just not when it comes to fresh legs.
And we've got our first timeout in the action. You're watching the 2019 Pine Forge Academy Alumni game on ASN.
They're just pulling these shots because I guess that's part of what they're used to doing. But you can't shoot like that unless you have a backcourt of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Exactly. Alumni will take the ball out at half court, and they are going to bring the ball around. Looks like, oh, man, a great play that was broken up underneath the basket, but they get the ball back. Looks like he looks left, looks right. Off the top of the glass, no good. Alumni still retain the ball. Chris Fielder shoots from the outside off the back of the iron. Alumni retain the ball. There's a foul underneath. Looks like it's going to be on the court. Again.
Pine Forge Academy students with another careless foul. These fouls will add up because eventually we will be in the 1-and-1 where the Alumni will have free throws.
Chris Fielder inbounds the ball, looks left, looks right, brings it in, and now they're looking again to try and capitalize and build on their lead of 7-3 for the Alumni with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Chris Fielder controls at the top of the key. There's a steal by the current PFA students. They can't control the ball. Alumni steal it back. They're on the break. Oh, no, another steal. It's back to the Alumni. Here we go. The action is getting
It's
real
getting
good
thick,
right now.
boy.
Let's see if the Alumni again can capitalize. There's a pick on the right-hand side. Fake him out off the
Damn,
top of the glass.
Nice
and
old school
in.
fake. I love it. I love it.
Look at that. The Alumni build on their lead with 2 minutes, 56 seconds left to go.
That's right. The Alumni now lead 9-7. 9-3, forgive me.
Current students in love with the three.
Another
Again,
careless three-pointer taken.
here we go. 9-3 is the score. In our Alumni game, the current students now have controlled the ball for a good amount of time, but they still haven't capitalized. Let's see if they can do so now. Oh, no. Another careless turnover.
The current students need to kind of change their game plan. The coach needs to kind of maybe call a timeout because I can see this sinking pretty fast. These guys seem to be kind of out of it. They're not following the game plan. I feel like their game plan isn't working and they're frustrated. So it's evident.
Well, yeah. Hopefully they can get things going pretty soon. Alumni will take the ball out on the sideline on the far end of the court. They're looking to line things up. The Alumni have made a couple of substitutions in. One of them being former coach Eric Cantrell is now in the game. Oh, man. Good attempt at the steal. I like the hustle from 33 right there. And hopefully it'll get better as the game goes along. Alumni control the ball.
All right, Alumni inbounding the ball.
Coach Cantrell receives the pass, and he's fouled on the shot attempt. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Coach Cantrell is headed to the line with the Alumni leading 9-3 and looking to capitalize on that lead.
And the thing about Cantrell is he's almost pretty automatic from the free throw line, which is a staple from if you've been coached by Coach Fielder. He loves the perfection at the free throw line. Coach Fielder used to tell us that missing free throws, we're just giving away free points. So, look at that.
Again,
I jinxed him.
Did you talk him out of it?
I think I did.
All right, here's the second attempt for Coach Cantrell at the line, and it is good. 10-3 is our score. With 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the Alumni game 2019 here at Pine Forge Academy. The current students are looking just to get things going. I like passing up the three and going to the hole for them.
We have a foul call on the floor. One of our recent alumni, his name is Michael Gilmore. He's actually pretty good. So, but I think he thought it was a jump ball, but the ref disagreed. From my viewpoint, I would say it's also a jump ball, but refs can't see everything. We only have a two-man ref crew, so.
Off the side of the rim and no good.
These free throw misses are critical for the academy, especially being down 10-3.
Again, we want to thank our partners and sponsors. We want to thank the Gray Button and Lance J Radio for being our partners with this broadcast this evening. We'll be talking to you more about them as we go along. But the second free throw is no good as well.
There was a lane violation by the academy students, so the attempt was not even attempted. No free throw. Alumni take out the ball. They're bringing it up past half court. Pass to the baseline. Going up strong.
Up and in. 12-3 is the score. A minute 55.
Wow. I'm literally in shock that the academy students have only scored 3 points.
We've got another out-of-bounds play going down at the far end of the court. From where we are, and it looks like the Alumni will take the ball out. They have to go the length of the court. Well, no, switch that call. Current students, PFA will retain the ball. Let's see what they can do with a minute 47 on the clock just to get something going before the buzzer sounds. I like the interior pass. A foul on the play. The students will head back to the free throw line.
Hopefully they can cash in this time because They've really scored one basket and hit one free throw. That's literally been their offensive production tonight.
Yes.
So I'm really hoping that
Now, is that Coach Cantrell we see walking down this end of the court? Does it look like he's winded?
a little bit. It looks like he's trying to make sure he's in position.
Okay. All right. We're just giving him a hard time. That free throw is no good for the current students. The score remains 12-3 with 1:39 on the clock here at the Pine Forge Academy alumni game Saturday night. We're here in what we call affectionately the nest.
Yes.
Here at Pine Forge Academy. So many memories, so much history has taken place on this court. And the second free throw is up and around the back of the rim, but they retain the ball and get the rebound. No, they're fighting for it. The alumni have the ball. Coach Cantrell looks at a three, lines it up, and it goes off the back of the rim. Alumni, though, do get the offensive rebound.
Wow.
Let's see what they can do with 1:25 left on the clock. Coach Cantrell back with the ball up, and it's off the back of the rim.
14-3.
And the alumni increase their lead 14-3 with
we are now at double digits with this lead.
Left on the clock. Here they are. They're in love with the three. The current students are, and it is no good. Here it is. Coach Cantrell gets the outlet pass that goes literally through his hands. Current students will have an opportunity to capitalize off this turnover. And here we go. We have more substitutions for the alumni coming in as we get ready to get you back live with game action. And we are back in play. The current students really need to get on the board and try and hustle and at least get a couple more points out before the buzzer sounds. We're under 1 minute to go in the first quarter of the PFA Alumni Game 2019. 14-3 is our score. With a foul on the floor, the current students will have another chance to capitalize again at the free throw line.
And they have to. This has to be their strategy. They have to attack the basket against the older, slower alumni players.
Yes.
I don't understand why they're shooting threes.
Yes. Hopefully they will understand that sometimes these guys' legs can run out after a little while.
Of course, definitely. And so I think, honestly, that should have been another missed free throw. These guys
another miss.
I don't even understand it. As important, they're down by 11, and we're still missing free throws. Number 5 had the right strategy, driving to the basket, but we got to capitalize at the free throw line. Okay, there we go.
And finally they capitalize. Well, it is 14-3 with 44 seconds left. The alumni are controlling the pace, bringing the ball up the floor, looking like they're looking to close out with at least another bucket or two. Coach Cantrell fakes out at the top of the key. He's looking to go inside, and he's trying to shake. He's trying to bake. He can't lose anybody. They shoot another three that is off the top of the rim and out. Oh, man, another call is made off the top of the rim. 24 seconds to go. The alumni have a 10-point lead, and we've got some closeout action. Looks like the current students are going to try and hold it for the last shot of the quarter. One student peels over. Looks like he's going again for another three, but it looks like they're going to try and hold. Number 13 comes, and he goes up again. Oh, no, it's almost another turnover. We've got –
that's the end of the first quarter. The alumni are up 14-4.
And we're going to go to a commercial break at this time, but you're watching PFA basketball on Advent Sports Network.
This is our city! But despite all the good things that are going on in this city, man, there's still a lot of other situations in this city that are much to be desired. Man, this is a tale of two cities. And this part is the other part of Cleveland that nobody wants to talk about. The prison pipeline starts here with closing schools, but we're opening up prisons. 1 out of every 2 black men has a felony. And we believe we can shut that down. If we open up a school, we can close a prison. We're in the fourth quarter. We're coming down the stretch. We're ready to build this school. And we need our virtual family, our online community, to partner with us. We need 520 of you to simply say, $25 a month, I'm gonna commit to help you build this school to close the prison. If you can make that happen, we want you to click that donate button so that we can change some lives.
We're back here at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium where the score is 14-4. Coming out of the first quarter of the alumni basketball game. Again, a total dominant quarter by the alumni that took place right there. The current students, they had opportunity, but just didn't capitalize on it with missed free throws and some miscues.
They missed 7 free throws in the first quarter, so this is a problem.
Major problem. Houston, we have a problem, and it's the current students being in love with that three again.
Definitely. And so because that is the case, here they are. I'm hoping that they don't go into shooting one right now.
Yes. Well, we're back with live action here from the Nest at Pine Forge, Pennsylvania. The current students, again, shoot another three. Coming out. Another careless turnover by Coach Cantrell. They're up and in, but still miss it. Coach Cantrell capitalizes off it. The miscue. The alumni have an open bucket.
Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable.
Almost coast
uncontested to the basket. The alumni is now up 16-4. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. Oh my goodness, here we go. The current students, again, miss out on another opportunity to get some more points on the board. But Coach Cantrell, he sees a three from almost half court. I think he's thinking Steph Curry land
I think
right
he
now.
thinks he's Steph right now.
Current students, wild shot that's up and off the back of the rim. The iron has been unkind so far. But here we are, the current students, they are looking to pass around. They look at the three, they pass it up. Another turnover, an outlet pass by the alumni, which comes in and does not get a chance to be preserved by them.
Wow.
So here we go. The current students will have another opportunity to capitalize. Let's see what they do with it.
I'm hoping they'll begin to capitalize because time is starting to slip away, and the alumni are up 16-4.
Well, this has always been a tight and contested game. It's not looking that way right now. Again, this is why we play the game, because anything can happen. But so far, it's been not cruise control or smooth sailing, but the alumni have really capitalized on what they've been able to do, and the current students have not. Again, like another turnover right there in the midst of the action. Coach Cantrell is trying to control the ball. He looks up. He gives an outlet pass that comes over to the side of the wing. Again, back around to the top of the key. They're looking into the middle. Jay Moore passes up and looks again, and now they're underneath the basket. Coach Cantrell at the top again looks at another three that hits nothing, not even the net.
Yeah, that was an air ball. That was an ill-advised shot. He should have dumped the ball back down into the post, but things happen. We now have the academy students now getting ready to take the ball out. So here we go.
Academy, number 13, number 11, young Fordham is there, and he's about to take the ball out, and we're looking forward to hopefully some good action that will take place. We had a couple substitutions. I see at least 3 or 4 new players in, at least 3 new players in for the current students. Again, we've got Miller, we've got Fordham, we've got Cummings, we've got Rollins, we've got Cancel, we've got Alford that we're looking to see some good things from tonight. So here we go. Current students with the ball, and they are looking to capitalize. Come on, just give us one basket. That's all we need is one basket. 16-4 is the score, 5:55 on the clock, and we are here at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium closing out Alumni Weekend Saturday action here. one of our PFA legends, Jay Moore, brings the ball up. Class of '89 is up and out. He gets the offensive rebound. Buzz Washington, though, controls and scores to put the Alumni team up 18-4.
Unbelievable that it's gotten this out of hand. I'm hoping that the academy students will try and figure out a way to put some good offensive sets together, but they seem to be in love with that three-point shot. Living and dying by it.
They have the ball. It looks like they're looking to get in and shoot another three that hits nothing, not even the air barely. But, hey, the current Alumni come back down, score another layup.
20-4.
5 minutes on the clock left until halftime. And as we get ready for a break in the action that will probably be coming up in less than a minute, the current students again shoot another three that goes out of bounds, and the Alumni will have the ball.
The academy students, they need a timeout. A timeout needs to be had, and they need to really rethink their strategy because it is not working. They are down 16. And at the current pace of the game with the scoring, it's almost becoming insurmountable, the hole that they're in.
Chris Fielder bringing up the ball for the Alumni, looking just to keep what they've got going. Mark Felton to Paul Washington. He's coming around. He's looking to pass again. Chris Fielder gets the ball once again. Here we go, off to the other side. An interior pass to Paul Washington that he misses out the bottom of the basket, but Jay Moore is fouled, making the attempt for the shot.
Jay Moore bringing us back to the days of yesterday.
Great team he played on, him and his brothers and so many others that gave us so many memories in this gym.
That was during the era of the high flyers.
Yes. And
these guys were always. First free throw is good by Jay Moore. The score is now 21-4 Alumni. The current students have still only scored one basket and hit 2 free throws.
That is amazing to believe. Jay Moore, class of '89, he and a bunch of his classmates are here for their 30th year reunion this year. He gave a great tribute on Friday evening about his experience here at Pine Forge Academy, and just to see him on and off the court has been a great thing. So we want to give big props to Jay Moore for being here for his 30th reunion at the Pine Forge Academy.
Yep. It's still good to see Jay out there. But here we have the current Academy students, number 13, bringing the ball up again. Here we go with another three. All this hits is the backboard. Rebound, the Alumni. Oh, stolen by the current Academy students. Driving to the basket. Traveling.
First traveling call of the evening.
The score is 22-4 Alumni.
4 minutes, 2 seconds left on the clock. Now, finally, here we go. Now, that's what I've been waiting to hear from this crowd this evening. They're starting to sing the songs and do some cheers for the team. Hopefully that will motivate them and get them in gear.
Because right now, there needs to be something to get these guys in gear. This game is a lot less competitive than I thought it would be. And here we are with 4 minutes left to go, 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and the score is 22 the Alumni, 4 for Pine Forge Academy current students.
Mark Felton with the ball, taking it out at the far end of the court. Passes it up to Chris Fielder, who will bring it across the half-court line, looking to see what they can do. He takes a shot that goes into nothing but net. Another three.
Nice three by Chris Fielder.
25-4 is the score. Look at the open lane that the current students have there, but just could not capitalize. Oh, again, man, this is hurting me.
This is hurting me because Chris Fielder literally walked up. They were playing off of him, and he just walked up to the line, to the three-point line, and took the shot and went in.
Current students will retain the ball underneath their own basket as they look just to score a bucket to get on the lane, and they do. It's around the rim and out. Oh, again, this can't be what we're seeing right now.
This
Number
is
13
unbelievable.
gets the ball,
Unbelievable.
brings it back out the timeline. He drives, he kicks, another three, another miss for the current PFA students, but there is a steal. It's up and around the rim and out, and then
finally
back in the bucket for the current students. 25-6 is the current score. Mark Felton passes off to Jay Moore, who looks at the three, passes it up, but then shoots a shot that misses. Current students have the ball. They're going and pushing it up the court, and a shake and a bake that does not go in. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see what we just saw?
I saw it, but here's the problem. There was no conversion of the basket. So it was a nice move, but it resulted in no points.
Like
the current Academy students,
the
current Academy students are hyped off of this nice crossover, but they are still down by 19 points. With 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Something's got to get them going. Something's got to get them
I
going.
hope this is it.
Felton passes off the ball to Washington, who looks around. He pivots back to Felton at the top of the key. Passes it to Fielder, to Moore. They're looking to capitalize. Let's see what can happen. A foul.
Backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation is called.
And that was the right call. I think the ball just kind of got away from Chris, who's usually pretty sure-handed with the ball. But here we go. Let's hope that the current students can make a push in this last 2 minutes and 47 seconds.
Last 2 minutes, 47 seconds.
Before halftime.
25-6 is the score. And we have timeout action on the floor. And we're going to cut to our member of our ASN team who is on the sideline. Jasmine Kennedy is here, and she is ready to go. Jasmine, where are you, and who do you have?
Matlock, a junior here at Pine Forge. Can you tell us what's going on? Hi, I'm here live with Judah Matlock, a student here at Pine Forge. Can you tell us what's going on?
The varsity team is having a hard time with the alumni. The alumni always come through, show their Pine Forge spirit, and I hope we see a good game. Go Pine Forge.
All right, what do you predict the score to be?
I don't know, but I don't think that the varsity team is going to hit 10. The alumni team is getting buckets, so yeah.
Thanks so much. 25-6 is the score. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go. And so we are looking to come out of timeout action here at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium. Gian, it's been a little tough to watch.
Very tough.
You never give up hope. You never give in. That's part of what we're taught here at Pine Forge Academy. But this one is going to be a little bit of a hill to climb. But I want to see the current students just capitalize, especially on the basics.
I just really want them to stop shooting the three. Nice back door.
Great play coming out of the timeout. It shows that they are listening. They got an opportunity for a stop.
And one. Beautiful pass by Mark Felton. Beautiful. Oh, my gosh. That was a great pass. Hit him right at the right time.
So here we go. We've got 27-6 here at the Nest. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left on the clock. Free throw attempt is there. That is up and no good. So the back 2 minutes. The current students come up with the steal. Jay Moore comes up with the steal. It's been seesaw back and forth with the steals over the past 25 seconds, but nevertheless, the alumni control the ball. Chris Fielder looks around, passes off to Paul Washington, who attempts a three that is off the back rim of the iron. The current students come up with the ball.
Jump ball.
And will
it's alumni.
Not retain possession because it's going to the alumni.
Alumni up 27-6, inbounding the ball to Mark Felton, who shoots a three.
Ooh. Again, Paul Washington up with an attempt, but he is fouled. We are joined here in the booth with our live action with our alumni president, Mr. Saccone Scott, who I just want to say has provided great leadership for our association. Saccone, we've been talking, we've been planning, we've been looking at so many things. Talk to us a little bit about all that has gone into for Alumni Weekend.
Well, I tell you, Al, this has been a lot of planning and a lot of effort and a lot of time by several great people that have put in their time and effort and talent to making this weekend happen. You don't just walk on campus and have program after program and allow the Holy Spirit to fall in different programs and it not be, just happenstance. People put a lot of time and effort into it, Al, and so I can't say that I've done it alone. I certainly haven't. There's been a lot of great people that have worked very hard and committed their time and effort to bring this weekend together, and so I'm thankful to the board and others that have worked to help us bring the weekend to.
So, Saccone, what would you say has been the highlight so far for this weekend for you?
Man, there have been several highlights. So one was giving the Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Anderson this morning.
Yeah.
Hearing his story about how he was one of the first ophthalmologists to ever practice law in the country, certainly in D.C., and how he has had his practice for over 40 years. So that was great to highlight his career and work, not only in the field of medicine, but how he has represented Pine Forge so well and how he has given back to the institution to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. So we wanted to highlight what he has done for the school. I would also say we gave Andre McDonald, who was a star point guard when he was here, but he didn't come back due to grades and behavior, but he's doing a great work around the world giving shoes out. So I was really excited about that.
Yeah, got just a break in the action, Saccone. The current students did score on a good play on a fast break, so we want to give them credit where it is due, and they are playing with a little bit of extra hustle with 1 minute 13 left to go, and the crowd starts to cheer them on. They've been getting into it a little bit more, but again, an action-packed day. We're looking like we're going to get just a little bit of action, even though the score is 28-9 with 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock. The current students are pushing the ball up the court. They're looking at the shot, and it looks up. Oh, it's off the back of the rim. The Alumni will retain the ball. Coach Cantrell out to Paul Washington. He looks ahead, gives the outlet pass. No, it's a turnover. Less than a minute to go, 28-9. Current PFA students on a fast break, and they capitalize and score again.
Finally some offense.
Saccone, we've been reminding everyone throughout our broadcast to go to pfagiving.org, and as we head to a timeout that's on the floor, we've got Jasmine Kennedy who is there, and we want to go to her for an interview that she has on the sidelines.
Seems we're having some difficulty connecting with Jasmine, so while we wait, just know the score is currently 28-11 with 47.9 seconds left in this first half. The current Academy students have kind of made a charge within the last minute or so, scoring a few points, so hopefully it'll be a competitive second half. It may be that the Alumni are starting to get winded.
And even if it just lifts their spirits to push them over the hump a little bit. So we'll see what happens. The Alumni control the ball coming out of that timeout, looking to pass at the top of the key. Current students are playing a little bit more aggressive defense. Looking around the gym, we see so many people that have done so much for Pine Forge Academy over the years. Saccone, I see Eldridge Edgecombe over there. We're going to try and get him over here on the booth just before our game ends, and so many others. He's been our project manager for the North Hall project, which had a open house on Friday, which was just a wonderful event to see what has taken place. But alumni are giving back and are very active in the life of the school here at Pine Forge Academy. We're under 30 seconds to go here at the alumni game, and the current students see the three and miss another three. The alumni turn the ball over. Another three is up for the current students. That goes in. They cut the lead in half with 10 seconds to go. The alumni are pushing the ball up the court. Mark Felton, he looked out. Another three is attempted and taken and missed. And we are at halftime. 28 alumni, current students 14. You are watching Falcons basketball on Advent Sports Network. And we are ready to go to the sidelines and see what's going on in the stands with Jasmine Kennedy. All day long, but we are ready and looking to see what's going on the sidelines. And Jasmine Kennedy, are you there? All right, we're still trying to coordinate with our sidelines.
Sideline ready.
But it looks like we've got a team out there doing a routine for halftime. And coming into our booth is James Lewis III, the visionary president and founder of Advent Sports Network. And so are we ready to go through
what's
the
going on
sideline?
with Pine Forge Academy, man? What's up with this team? This is
I don't know.
This is bad basketball. Now these old guys, they may run out of stamina, and Pine Forge might eat this out. But I was very appalled that someone did a shake and bake and one move, and the whole team got up and cheered after he missed the shot.
Right.
Like I feel like basketball has perhaps hit a not so good spot. I'm very concerned.
We're going to go to the sideline at this time and see if we have our interview ready at this time.
The fundraising side of what we're doing this evening. What are your thoughts, Gian?
I'm actually appalled at the basketball I've seen from the current Academy students. They seem to be in love with the three, even though none of them can really shoot. Additionally, their commitment on defense has been poor at best. I've seen wide open layups, wide open three-point attempts that have gone in, and they're just literally standing there and looking at them while it's happening.
It's definitely not a Chris Fielder coach team.
Right. I mean, because Fielder, we had high-quality defensive sets, and I'm actually shocked.
Well, it makes you wonder about where are we for the pin jersey, the league that Pine Forge is in. I mean, how are they stacking up against the TAs of the world, the Oakwood Academies of the world, the Spencervilles of the world. I mean, it looks like it could be blowout city. I mean, I think
based on what I've seen tonight.
The team that I played on in Pine Forest for Chris Fielder would beat this team by at least 70 or 80 points.
Right. Literally.
Montgomery would have put up 50.
Right.
I'm not saying that's a clown. I'm just saying that they got a lot of work to do.
They do have a lot of work to do.
I want to see. Let's get Camden Edmonds out here, man. Let's get some of the freshmen out here, man. They've got to have better skills. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm actually very disappointed, and I thought because the team was guard heavy that we would see a lot of guard skills on display. I've not seen anything that has been impressive to me. Like, these guys are practicing dunks and they cannot dunk. I'm very confused. They're practicing dunks in their layup line and threes, and they really can't do either with any effectiveness. So it's kind of
it's definitely a rebuilding year for Pine Forest. I want to kind of shift the topic though, Al. I want to talk about, this is it's great to be here with the two of you guys. We've been doing. We're in the middle of a broadcast, Tiffany. We've been doing Advent Sports Network for about 4 years now. And, we've done it starting with like an iPad. And, it just got bigger and it got bigger and it got bigger. To have 5-6 cameras out tonight, I mean, that's just really a testament to the work that you two gentlemen have done to really be the face of the brand. What can we do, Al? I think this all goes back to how can we raise money for Pine Forest. I mean, I think that this is our first year being on the Alumni Association together, and there are a lot of things that Pine Forest needs. I mean, we need bathrooms, we need air conditioning systems. What can we do to start to galvanize our base and those listening and those looking to get into better situation and get back to our own?
One of the things we can do, again, we've been talking about it all evening, going to pfagiving.org. There are so many opportunities for you to give, whether you want to give based on your class year, whether you want to give to a specific project. One of the things that is always needed are worthy student funds to help students that need monies to clear and even sustain them here at Pine Forge Academy. In the award ceremony this afternoon, we heard the story of a PFA graduate that just every month has consistently sent monies to Pine Forge Academy to the tune over time of over $25,000. And so that is just amazing. It's remarkable what's taking place. So everybody can do something, and there are opportunities that are available right there for all. As we are at halftime with just a minute left in the halftime, we're going to try one more time to go over to our sideline for a sideline report. Jasmine Kennedy, are you there? To get set up. And so we're going to cut away for just a minute in the action. We'll have more for you from the PFA Alumni Game 2019 here on Advent Sports Network.
James Lewis, host of the Lance J Radio Network, a.k.a. Lou Baller, a.k.a. the Heisenberg of NBC Sports Radio, a.k.a. Mr. 206, a.k.a. the Paragon of Sports Talk Excellence, a.k.a. the Wolf of Wall Street, am a good luck charm for your city. So everywhere I go, and I move around a lot for my day job, everywhere I go, the teams in the city that I move to inevitably win championships or extremely successful almost as if they were waiting for me to get to their city. So I'll give you an example. We got Jeremy Winston that's about to come on. When I moved to Seattle several years ago, as soon as I moved to Seattle, Seahawks win the Super Bowl. Seahawks go to the Super Bowl the next year and would have won 2 Super Bowls in a row if Pete Carroll had handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch instead of trying to throw the ball. Then I moved to Pittsburgh. As soon as I get to Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh Penguins win the Stanley Cup.
(28-14) is the score. Jasmine Kennedy is on the sideline with one of our current students, and so let's go right there to her.
Pax Florida, USM president, student government president. What's your advice to the varsity team in the second half?
Okay, well, let me say this. I've seen at least 5 whole basketball games, okay, maybe 4.5, so I'm a total expert on the game. I've played 2K like 3 times. My advice is basically stay in your head. They can get to your body, but they can't get to your mind. We can do this. We're Falcons, and more motivational stuff. Yeah.
You have to do it again.
Huh?
We are here live with Pax Fordham, student government president. We want to know, Pax, what is your advice for the varsity team in the second half?
All right, well, just so you know, I've seen at least like 5 real basketball games in my life, so I'm an expert. I've played 2K 3 times, so it's legit. But anyway, all the advice to them is just they can get to your body, but they can't get to your mind. You know, stay free inside here. If you lose, you still have value because we're all winners in the end. But keep your head up, Falcons.
Thanks, guys. That's the word from the court. Back to you in the booth.
The action is underway. 30-14 now is the score. The current students now get the rebound. It's like they've got a little extra energy coming out of halftime. Even though they are still in love with the 3 and it's going off the back of the rim and coming back out, they pass around looking to take another 3, but they think twice about it. Here's young Fordham, passes up the ball for another 3 off the back of the rim. The Alumni will retain the ball and keep it going up the court now as they are traveling. And there's a call on the floor. Again, what do you think are any halftime adjustments that can be made by the current students just to make this look halfway decent?
I honestly, I said it in the first half. They just have to commit to driving to the basket. It's a slow, methodical way to get points, but these guys are in love with the 3.
Noah Washington preached a mighty word this morning, and he has a bucket underneath for
he
another 2 points.
He actually has the last 2 buckets for the Alumni Association.
32-14 with 6 minutes, 27 seconds on the clock. Here at the Nest, young Fordham pushes the ball out for a 3 that is attempted by the current students. Mark Felton gets the rebound, looks with the outlet pass up to number 6 for the Alumni, who is fouled on his attempt at the layup.
This is unbelievable. Literally, and the Alumni have the luxury of just driving to the basket and drawing contact every time because they're up by so much. They have no incentive to speed up the game for the young guys.
Absolutely none. Absolutely none. But we have a pair of free throws coming up. It looks like hopefully we can get somebody talking about the action that we have going on to our side. There's a pop-up shop with a whole lot of merchandise that's being sold. And so, again, we have another free throw attempt coming up for the Alumni. 33-14 is our score. Number 6 at the line. The ball is up. And
he connects on both of them. The Alumni are now up 34-14. This is a 20-point advantage. And time is ticking away.
Time is slipping away. And so here we go. We are looking at 6 minutes, 13 seconds left in this third period of action here on Alumni Saturday night 2019 game. Can you believe that we're saying 2019? Unbelievable.
And I don't even want to tell how when I graduated because it makes me sound old knowing that it's 2019 right now.
Well, again, the truth of the matter is when I think about it, I started at Pine Forge Academy 30 years ago.
Wow. Another careless turnover by the by the Pine Forge Academy students. The alumni driving down to the basket. Turnover by the alumni. Ooh, picked his pockets.
Oh, an attempt at a dunk does not go, but the alumni retain the ball. Mark Felton gets the outlet pass. An attempt is going to be by 3 at the top of the key. It does not go. Current students have a fast break opportunity. Let's see if they can capitalize. They look with the outlet pass for the 3. That is good. Number 10, Woody gets the ball. He's, what's his name?
Looks like it's Shaver, Woody Shaver.
Woody Shaver with the 3 for the current students. That will inch them ever so slightly closer to the alumni.
I think the score is a little off. I think it's 34-17, but I'm waiting for the timekeepers to adjust that.
All they need is just a little something to light their fire and really to get this crowd going, most of all. Foul underneath the basket on the drive attempt by the alumni team. They are there. Again, we've got a capacity crowd here in the Nest that I believe everybody is just waiting for something to happen just to break this game open.
Correct. Just for something. But I'm waiting for the alumni, for the actual academy students to make their charge, and I'm not seeing it.
Noah Washington gets the ball. Oh, turnaround J does not go. Current students line up a shot. That looks good, but that just doesn't go in. Alumni get the outlet pass. They're looking around and seeing what they will do with the ball. Lining up for another 3, taking it, missing it off the back of the iron. Fast break attempt by the current students does not go well. It ends up
just
with
a lot of careless mistakes. A lot of careless mistakes. The students have to tighten up if they expect to win. It's just basically this poor execution.
Alumni will take the ball down.
They're getting outworked on the boards. In every facet of the game, they're losing the battle. And so it's just been very disheartening, honestly. I have not seen an academy team that has performed this poorly at this game in quite some time.
No, this is a little different from what we're used to seeing on Saturday night action. But with 4 minutes, 28 seconds left on the clock, still a 17-point lead for the alumni. And it's foul underneath the basket on the far end of the court from where Gian and I are sitting.
Yep.
I'm Alfred Johnson here with
Gian Alexis.
And we are live on Advent Sports Network. Here, Eldridge. I was going to try and get Eldridge to come up and just chat with us.
Chat with us for a quick moment. Hopefully he stops by.
He's a man on a mission. But nevertheless, the current students have a good fast break opportunity that is not capitalized on with the points, but they are going to go to the free throw line.
Man. Well, hopefully the current academy students can capitalize on these free throws here because they haven't been doing so well all night.
We are now joined in the booth by the one, the only, Eldridge Edgecombe, who wears so many hats at Pine Forge Academy, but it all starts with being a member of the class of 1965. First of all, Eldridge, let's just talk basketball. Your day compared to this day. Just talk to us about it a little bit.
Well, that's an interesting question. Because back in my day, we were more sound fundamentally, I would say. These kids today, the team today, seems to lack fundamental basketball. They just want to run up and down the court and shoot shots. And the other thing I've observed with them is that they're not accustomed to being under pressure, defensive pressure.
Right.
So as a result, when it happens, they just kind of fold quickly.
And that's a very fair assessment. It's literally echoing what I've really been trying to say, just said more eloquently. Thank you, Eldridge. But the fundamentals don't seem to be there. They just they're in love with shooting shots that they are clearly not making consistently.
Right, that's right.
And so it's actually disheartening to me. I'm like, it's not working. Can we try something else?
Well, Eldridge, talk to us just real quick about what this alumni weekend has meant for you. You're behind the scenes. You know a lot of the planning, a lot of all that takes place in order to get it up and going. But seeing the finished product, what has it meant for you?
Well, it's always satisfactory when a plan comes to life. And what's always interesting is that you worry about this detail, that detail, and sometimes those details work out, sometimes they do not.
Right.
But something I learned a long time ago, no one knows what the plan is but you.
So true.
So if something doesn't happen, barring some major mistake, most people don't know it. You know it.
Right.
Because, you know somebody's supposed to go left and when they went right. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because the audience doesn't know that they were supposed to go left. So they went right. That's okay. And it's the end that matters. And so it's been good. This weekend, the program went well as planned. A little long this evening, so we'll have to work on that. But by and large, it went well. And I also will say that we still need much more alumni and community support for the things that happen for the Alumni Association. This is a very expensive weekend.
Very much so.
It requires a substantial outlay of cash. But people don't think about that. They just think about coming and enjoying their classmates or their friends and socializing. But everything in life has a cost. And it would be good if everybody thought about not just coming to have a good time, but how they could come and support the Alumni Association and thereby support the Academy.
One of the things we've been talking about all evening on this broadcast, we're grateful for all of our partners that have come and just put their hand to the plow to help us. But we are telling everyone, go to pfagiving.org or pfaalumni.org, and you will see many categories as to which you can give, whether it's for your class year, whether it's for a designated project, or whether it's even for worthy student funds. And the other hat that you wear as business manager of the school, again, you see both sides of the table, so to speak, and also being a committed and dedicated alumni of this great school. Just talk to us just a little bit. We thank you for your time here after the end of a long, long day for all of us. But just talk to us a little bit from the Academy operations side, what we as alumni have done and what we can do.
Well, clearly, the Academy in truth needs 175 students. If we had 175 students, life would be so much easier all the way around. Okay?
Right.
But we don't have 175. This year enrollment looks like it's going to cap out at 146. Maybe we'll be fortunate to get to 150. So, but all of these students, some of them struggle to be here.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So supporting something like the Worthy Student Fund, or for that matter, a specific student, is worth considering and doing. And sometimes people think they have to give a lot of money. They really don't.
No.
What's more important is whatever amount you give it consistently.
Yes.
So if that's $25 a month, give it consistently. And that would be helpful to the Academy as well as the students.
And just to kind of put a note in, putting on my treasure hat, when you go to pfagiving.org or pfaalumni.org, you do have the option to set up a recurring payment, a recurring donation. So if you set it at $25, it will take the $25. You'll be giving that every month. And some people will say, oh, but my donation is not. Every donation matters. Every donation matters.
Right. Absolutely true. And, if there's enough small donations, they add up to a lot.
They do. Agreed. Definitely agree.
Interesting thing about, this is kind of like saving money.
Right.
You say, okay, I'll save $25 a month, and that's not much money. But over time, it becomes a reasonable sum of money.
Right.
You know?
Agreed.
Well, Eldridge, we want to thank you just for taking time to be with us here on Advent Sports Network. Thank you for all that you do for the Academy and just for partnering and being a committed person, Christian, and just a good brother all the way around. We really appreciate you, Eldridge. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I was pleased to spend a few moments with you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Eldridge.
We're back to the action. The score is 42-20, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock in the third period of the 2019 Pine Forge Academy Saturday night alumni basketball game. It's been creeping again, trying to get the gears going, but we'll see what can happen in this last 2 minutes. The alumni again.
The score is now 44-20 for the alumni. The Academy students have not found a way to make any stops on offense. A little aggressive there on bringing the ball up court by the alumni, so we got a foul on the floor. Pine Forge Academy taking the ball out, number 33.
Joey Miller.
All right, they're out at the top. Okay. Let's see if they run some type of offensive set. And another three. That is missed.
Again, I've counted at least 23s that they've taken and missed that I can remember.
It's unbelievable that they're committing to the shot, and they don't have any. They're not making it. And generally, when I played on when you think about when you play with Fielder and anybody that when you're coaching, you kind of go to your bread and butter.
Yeah.
And you, but they don't seem to have a bread and butter. They're just. It almost seems very rec ball like.
Yes.
They're just out there trying to highlight reels, but it doesn't seem like they're trying to really win the game or use a strategy offensively that results in points.
Alumni going for another layup attempt that will result in a trip to the free throw lane. 42-20 with 1:05 left in the third quarter. And we are looking at substitutions that are coming in for both sides right now.
And this is a good time for the alumni to make substitutions because the guys that were out there were starting to look a little tired. But we have number 4 for the alumni at the line attempting his free throws. As we see Coach Cantrell, his customary going to the other end of the floor.
Alumni shoot the free throw and miss it. Looks like they have, as I'm looking at the current students bench, looks like they've gotten everybody in. Everybody's gotten involved in some type of playing time for this evening, but just haven't been able to get a rotation to produce points.
Yeah, not a quality rotation. But they've only had, when we spoke with Joey Miller earlier, they've only had 3 practices. So it's kind of hard to kind of get some synergy.
Eric Cantrell with a 3 that goes off the back of the iron. .51 seconds left. Current students will have the ball as they will look to inbound, and they do. They're coming across the half-court line, looking to line up for another 3 that goes off the back of the rim. Alumni push the ball up, attempt to pass that goes out of bounds. It will be current students' ball. Heading back down with 38 seconds to go. 42-20 is our score.
And the big issue, honestly, for me is that the current students aren't even trying to crash the boards.
There we go. An interior shot that is attempted off the rim, but the offensive rebound goes in for 2 more points. 22-42, 19 seconds left. Coach Cantrell up with the attempt, and he is fouled. We'll head to the free throw line.
This is just a very poor showing in terms of effort and hustle by the current Academy students. No effort to crash the boards. Their effort on defense has not been where it needs to be. It's very disheartening to see, to say the least.
With 18 seconds left in the third quarter here at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium, Coach Eric Cantrell up with the second attempt is good. Let's see what the current students can do, pushing a fast break. Looks like they're going to go for it as opposed to holding the ball. Still having trouble with the possessions, but nevertheless getting caught in almost a semi-half-court trap that is stolen by Coach Cantrell. The attempt is up, and he is fouled with 1.9 seconds left again.
I mean, honestly, at this point, like, sometimes you got to let some of these things go. I mean, I don't even know if fouling him would have been the right thing because he wasn't in the best position to make the layup. But, you know, it is what it is. Here we are. But the score is now currently Alumni 43, current Pine Forge Academy students 22 with 1.9 seconds on the clock. And Eric Cantrell, former coach of the Pine Forge Academy Falcons, at the free throw line.
It's up and good.
44-22. And that is the end of the third quarter with the score: Pine Forge Academy Alumni 44, Pine Forge Academy current students 22.
Well, we got an interview that's being set up with a PFA legend, Jasmine Kennedy. Are you there? Jasmine Kennedy, we're ready for you with our interview with our coach right now.
Vice Principal Fielder? How many generations of fielders are out on the court and out into the court today?
Well, one generation is out on the court. They don't have size. Two of my other sons, they're not here.
Awesome. How did your son look tonight?
Tired.
All right. We see there's a Chris Fielder Day coming up on Monday. That's very exciting.
It's really a privilege, and I'm really honored that the kids, continue the tradition.
Absolutely. How many years did you coach the varsity team?
For about 20 years or so.
Awesome.
Girls and boys.
Girls and boys. Wow. Well deserved. We're excited to celebrate with you on Chris Fielder Day on Monday.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, guys. Back to you.
Social justice is embedded in Breath of Life's commitment to carry.
You're looking live at action here at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium. We are headed to the fourth and final quarter of the PFA alumni game. 44-22 is the score. The current students are going to have to make a push.
And I'm hoping that they can make the push that we're all hoping they can make, because this is, and it starts on the defensive end. They cannot allow the Alumni to have any more offensive conversions.
Well, we are here again live at Pine Forge Academy at the gymnasium. Again, we want to thank our partners, especially we are only being seen and heard by you tonight because of Allegheny East Media, and so we want to give special thanks to them. Also, some of our other partners, the Gray Button, Lance J Radio, among others, and you've seen some of the commercials that have been airing during our broadcast. So we want to thank all of our sponsors and our partners who are with us tonight on Advent Sports Network.
All right, the Alumni, Eric Cantrell, has the ball. He's in the corner. He's faking a three, and he gets pushed out of bounds. The Alumni have possession of the ball. Oh, they're going to give him free throws.
Change your mind?
No, I think it was just that they were already in the bonus, so I think the ref just forgot, and once he saw, we're going to see former Coach Cantrell at the line. Interesting enough, Coach Cantrell is actually the director now of athletics and the head men's basketball coach at a sister Seventh-day Adventist institution, Walla Walla University.
All the way out in Washington State.
Yeah. But it's good because he still has a connection with some of the current students. He was here while they were here. They would be the seniors and juniors, but he still does have a connection to them.
And we've got to thank Coach Cantrell, who opened up the doors of the Nest to us 4 years ago for us to do our first broadcast here for ASN that really helped to put us on the map, that got us going. So special thanks to Coach Eric Cantrell for all he's done to advance what we do at Advent Sports Network.
Of course, definitely. His willingness to support and even, do post-game interviews with us, pre-game, help us, there were so many things he did in the early stages when what we were doing wasn't even, we weren't live broadcasts. We were just recording it on an iPad and just posting it. So I just want to thank Coach Cantrell for his diligent effort and always his support of Advent Sports Network.
Absolutely. And as you support Advent Sports Network and our partners, we want to again remind everyone to go to pfagiving.org, pfagiving.org, and you can give to support students and the operations of Pine Forge Academy, especially with the Alumni Association. Well, 48-22 is the score with 6 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the game. The current students attempt. Why not? Why not, Ben? Why not a half-court shot?
He attempted a three like his name was Steph Curry, and he felt good about it, and he had two open teammates, two.
We're headed to nothing to lose time right now, and so, again, a three for the Alumni. 51-22 is the score as it keeps on increasing for them. Another three attempted by the current students that goes off the rim and out. The Alumni are pushing the ball up the court, coast to coast, and a slam dunk.
Coast to coast and literally dunks.
All the way.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, this place is starting to fire up. A three is attempted that hits nothing. Number 23 for the current students retains the ball. Joey Miller, who we had on the pregame show, gets the pass, but he passes it out, and it results in nothing but.
So interestingly enough,
the current students.
The young man that just dunked, Michael Gilmore, he was part of the Academy students when we did some of our earlier broadcasts here. The first one I know definitely. So it's really good to just see him get back. So I don't know if the young guys know that he's really that young. He's only a couple years older than them. So he's not tired.
Wow, that's amazing to see. Absolutely amazing to see. Alumni has the ball. They are looking to pass out. Coming up for another fast break and looking to go up and down off the back of the rim. Current students have an open fast break opportunity, and Joey Miller capitalizes and scores. Another turnover for the Alumni. Current students have the ball, and they miss it on the outlet pass.
Careless turnover. But they're down. It's 51-24. 5:23 left with the Alumni bringing the ball up. They've got to increase their pressure defensively. Have to. Coach Cantrell in the post. Out to number one on the corner who takes the three. Air ball. Current students have the ball.
Alumni is playing with a little bit of fire right now.
Right.
Ian.
The fire that the Alumni are playing with is honestly the fire that I need to see the current students play with.
They are out there still going at it at full speed, not stopping for anything, even though it's 5:03 left in the game, and they have more than a comfortable lead in the game. They're still going at it.
Beyond
like
a comfortable lead.
Yeah. They're still playing like it's the first quarter.
Right. And honestly, the intensity that they're just sitting, they're pressing, and it's nothing. Literally, the current students haven't pressed at all, which is something I honestly thought they would do to tire out the Alumni.
Exactly. Joey Miller with a three attempt that hits nothing but air. Coach Cantrell with the rebound up ahead, out of bounds. Is coming back to the current students with the ball. They will have 4 minutes and 45 seconds to put some more points on the board, to get some action going, and the attempt starts and is good by number 13, who converts on the basket from right in the middle of the key. You're watching live game action on ASN here at the Pine Forge Academy Gymnasium here in beautiful Pine Forge, Pennsylvania, capping off an alumni weekend that has been action-packed. Our basketball game, as usual, goes on Saturday night. The current students have the ball, but it's back and forth. A seesaw turnovers. Coach Cantrell with a three.
The dagger. That's the nail in the coffin, literally. Score is now 54-26, Alumni.
Here we go. Current students coming back with a answer to the three, but it's just a two, but they're down by so many points already. Cantrell with another three. It looks like he's just out there taking target practice now.
Right. He's taking himself out the game. I think he was done with that three. But here we go. We got more fresh legs for the Alumni. It's great to see Mark Felton playing a lot of minutes. And what's interestingly enough, I don't know if these young guys know, Mark Felton is 38 years old.
Wow.
And he is giving these guys all they can handle.
And he's played the majority of minutes tonight as well. Good-looking drive attempt. Miller with an air ball. Three attempt. Alumni will get the ball headed back down with a 56-28 lead. Sorry, current students will get the ball. Miller again passes off, and they're looking to try and just get something, anything going. The current students are, and here we have another attempt at a three that misses. Alumni gets the ball.
Conversion.
On the fast break.
58-28.
2 more points.
This is now a 30-point blowout.
Foul at center court. Subs coming in for the current students, wearing the white jerseys with green letters and numbers and trim. Our alumni are wearing the black jerseys with gold numbers on there. We want to thank those who were responsible for, especially for getting our jerseys for our alumni this year. A three attempt off the back of the iron for the current students. And now a two from the side goes in and out. Do they still retain the offensive rebound and do get 2 more points?
The students are cheering as if they're not down by now 28 points. The score is 58-30.
Again is our reality check here in the booth and at all
Another
times.
Straight to the basket, barely contested layup for the Alumni. The current students literally play no defense. None. That is why they're down 60-30.
In the game, 30-point lead for the Alumni. We are looking at blowout city, baby. Alumni have a open fast break. Let's see if it's a dunk attempt, and it is.
We have 2 dunks in this game. This is unbelievable.
Look at the current students bringing the ball up the court, just looking to get something going. Another three is attempted off the back of the rim. No good. Alumni have the ball on a cross-court transition coming through the lane, but they pass out and will set up for another attempt at a basket as they look underneath. The back door does not work, goes off the rim and out, but they do retain the offensive rebound. Come back out for a three, another offensive rebound, and a turnover by the Alumni, another turnover by the Alumni.
Take the ball away from him.
Now here we go.
Looks like we have a ref timeout for injury. One of the guys went down. Seems like some inadvertent contact. The young man seems to be okay. He's up. He's walking. He just looks like a little winded, like he got the wind knocked out of him.
Glad to know everybody is okay. We're going to head back to game action with 1 minute, 33 seconds left on the clock. Looks like we still have the capacity crowd that is here at the Nest. I see a lot of parents.
Yes.
And an interesting thing is now when your classmates are parents, I'm seeing the Holmes sisters over there, a classmate, a friend of mine from college, Christia Cancel. Her son is a student here. I see my friend, Pastor Pucky Fordham, who has a son who has already graduated, has 2 children here. Again, this is the stage where we are in life.
Yeah, where you're literally watching, and for me, it came a little sooner than I wanted, and it was actually while my wife was still employed by Pine Forge Academy. One of my classmates' children, Makia Bobbitt, her daughter Amaya was here, and it was just great to see. I mean, it literally, this is, you're right, the stage we are in live, but it is a beautiful thing to see.
Beautiful thing to see. A minute 33, 60-30 is the score on the scoreboard. We've got another whistle. Been really active with that whistle tonight. Yeah.
Listen, but for me, I think they've called a fair game, if I'm being honest. I think it's been fair on both sides. It's just been, the effort has not been there from the current students. It just hasn't been here.
Looking around, another interior play and another foul.
It's just, honestly, at this point, they're not even focused. They're not. There's literally no focus, no intensity. And that I don't think they've ever had it at any point during the game. I think they got down early, and they just kind of threw in the towel and gave up.
We want to remind everyone, as we will be heading toward the close of the game, stay around for our post-game show, where we're going to get a couple of interviews. We'll have a feature or 2 for you. And again, we want to thank our sponsors and remind everyone to go to pfagiving.org to support projects that are going on here at Pine Forge Academy with the Alumni Association. The missed shot. With 1 minute to go, the current students get the ball with a fast break opportunity and decide to pass it up.
Unbelievable.
Trying to go.
I don't think he was trying to pass it up. I think he was looking for an alley-oop. And because...
Here we go, current students with the ball. Attempt to go up with the ball and miss. But it ultimately come and score a bucket with 32 seconds left. We are still looking at blowout city, baby. Alumni takes another 3, gets another offensive rebound, and will pull the ball back out to the top of the key, looking just to pass around as the final seconds tick off the clock. Here at the Nest, the current students have the ball. One final attempt for a fast break opportunity. A dunk attempt that goes up with the alley-oop is no good. The Alumni will close out with a dunk attempt that does not go, and we can put it in the books. It's a final. 61-34 is the score. The Alumni win the game here on Saturday night.
This is unbelievable. I cannot believe
Alumni Weekend.
If you are down 61-34, you should not be attempting alley-oops at the end of a game. But here's where we are.
And that is pretty much the story of the game right there in a nutshell. Again, 61-34 is our final. The players are shaking hands at the center of the court. Again, there's not much more we can say than what we have already said.
Right.
Man, it's just been great having this opportunity to call the game, look at all the things that have been going on, especially with our Alumni Association, to cap it off here, to cap it off tonight has been just a really good thing.
Of course, definitely. And I mean, honestly, even though the game was not competitive, I think one of the things that, I think everybody loves about the basketball game is it's a great opportunity for all of us to socialize, see your classmates, kind of goes through some nostalgia about how things used to be and what life was like, and it's just a really good time for the alumni to honestly bond. But that still doesn't take away from the 61-34 thrashing that we saw by
ready with the post game.
The alumni on our current students.
It's been it was a thrashing through and through, but again had a couple of sparks of hope out there, but we're looking to see. So we have Coach Cantrell coming up for a post-game interview.
Yep.
As we make way.
We bring Coach Cantrell right up. Post-game presser. Mind you, he's just coming fresh off the court, and we appreciate Coach Cantrell, who I discussed earlier, is the Director of Athletics. That's the official title, correct?
Yes, sir.
And also the head men's basketball coach at Walla Walla University.
Yes, sir.
So, what are your thoughts on what you saw tonight from the current students?
Well, I mean, they got a lot of raw talent out there, guys that look like they play a lot, but they don't have any structure to them yet.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a learning. They're little, but they got a lot of energy. If Coach Crenchlow can get them with some type of organization as the season goes on, I think they'll be all right in the league as long as they, keep working on their game. They got some talent, but they don't have a team really. You know what I mean? They got some guys that can play.
And I mean, one of the things I noticed was just in general, the effort just wasn't there from them.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they were playing together like they play rec ball, if you want me to be honest.
That's exactly what it was. It was rec ball. Did that game seem long?
It was a little long, but I think it was part of the timekeepers. But that's another thing. But one of the things, just also thinking about, you guys were pressing and on the defensive end. And I honestly expected them to do that to you guys, if I'm being honest, because they had a lot of little guys, and I'm just assuming that the only way they really are going to win this game, they have to pick you all up from the time you all bring the ball in.
Yeah.
Would you not?
They tried that a little bit at the beginning, and I looked and told them, y'all in trouble if y'all do that, because I mean we got some guys that could probably eat through that press a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
they made some bad decisions. Like you saw, the little guy was guarding me in the post.
Yeah.
That if they had somebody coaching, I don't even know who was coaching them today. It looked like the girl students were
telling them when to go in and out. I think overall,
and their play reflected that.
Yeah. I mean, it was just obvious. It was not a good effort.
Well, they stayed in love with the three.
Yeah,
they did.
And I think they missed about 30, 35 threes.
Yeah. Well, we were putting the body on them as they came in the lane. So as the game kept going, I think they kind of settled. We settled too a little bit towards the end.
Right, but
I
mean, it seemed like, and for me, and one of the things I told him, I said, generally you try to go to your bread and butter, when you're playing.
But what is their bread and butter?
Right, obviously the three is not their bread and butter, but they kept going to it.
But what is their bread and butter?
I don't know.
Right.
I thought they should have made more attempts to maybe drive to the basket, draw some contact. I mean, I'm being honest.
But one thing about the alumni team this year is that we were actually deep with younger alumni.
Right.
Than we were in the past. Like it's usually deep with older guys. They get tired. But Gilmore, he was playing the last 2 years at Washington Adventist. He didn't play. He was still on the team, every day. And all those guys, we had waves of young guys.
Right.
So that was a big difference, and I think that also hurt them more than in the past.
And I said that to Al as we're calling the game. I was like, ironically, Gilmore just graduated recently, so he's literally just a couple of years older than these guys that he's on the floor with.
Gilmore, Justin, his brother, all them guys, they all were here. They have been in high school 4 years or so.
4 or 5 years ago.
And they still play.
And they still play. So, I mean, that was kind of tail of the tape, but it is what it is.
We were deep.
Yeah, you guys were.
Actually, it was kind of shocking.
But Eric, we said this during the broadcast, and I want to say this to you in person. thank you so much. We are here doing what we're doing tonight because you opened up the doors and helped to make a way for us to do our broadcast 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
Over there in the corner,
We've
right?
done over there in the corner with literally just taping so that it could be replayed on YouTube and on
Later,
Facebook
right.
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
We got such a response from that. We came back, we did it again. We've kind of improved and we stepped up, and thanks to Allegheny East Media, here we are tonight. But Eric, we know we wouldn't be here without you doing what you did for us back then. So thank
Helping
you
us
so
out,
much.
man. No,
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It was fun, man. It made the gym seem real, like it was a live game going on.
Yep.
Setting it up and having the gym set up for all of it. So I still look at some of those videos from back then when we interviewed out in the lobby area and stuff like that.
Yep.
I thought it was great. I think it's great for Adventist sports. And, you know, I plan to do the same thing at Walla Walla University and having you guys doing some of our marquee games that we do. And so it's been fun, man. I'm glad you guys come out every year and do it, because if we don't do it, nobody else is gonna.
Nobody else is gonna. And I honestly think it's a good platform. You know, great thing. But I'm gonna echo Al's statement. You literally opened the door when literally all we told you was the idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And kind of gave us the start where we're able to now do it, have the live broadcast, and really truly, like some of the shots, some of your free throws, the camera's literally on you, right?
And when you go back and watch what was done here tonight, I mean, you're going to really not just be impressed, but I mean.
Hey, I think James Lewis, you know, he's the one that reached out to me, and he could have started anywhere, but he decided to come back to Pine Forge and started. So I'm always eager and willing to help. And it was fun, you know what I mean? I'm glad to see you guys are still doing it and actually have grown.
Right.
I mean, now that you're teamed up with AEC, I mean, they got cameras and pleasantly, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, man, you guys, even in y'all's career, doing it the first time, the second time, the third time, you're getting a lot smoother. And so, hey, man, and hopefully one day this will be all our jobs.
Right. That would be the ideal. Much rather do this than go to work every week. So no, but Eric, listen.
No, thank you.
Thank you for the time. Thank you for the opportunity. Stopping by after the game. We appreciate you.
No problem.
Always much love, man. And much success to you, man.
Hey,
at Walla Walla. No, definitely.
No,
I really mean that.
I'm trying. But listen, since I'm here, Walla Walla, Washington Adventist, December 16th, La Sierra University. If you can't be there, Advent Sports Network will be there to broadcast the game live to you guys. So make sure you stay tuned.
We're going to see if we can get one more interview in for right before we get ready to just kind of put a cap on Alumni Weekend. I'm going to see if we can get Jasmine Kennedy to come over and just give us a feel for what the sidelines were like
Thanks,
out
man.
there.
Appreciate you, man.
In the heart of the action. So again, here we are. It's closing out. It's our time that we really look and see people interacting in all kinds of ways
And I mean, you know, listen, I love it that even there people are interacting now after the game. I mean, there's some guys trying to shoot some baskets, but a lot of it is just interactions on the, you know, between alumni, connecting, having fun. Here we are joined with the one and only, I guess we'll call her Jasmine Kennedy for now. So we were just kind of just looking to what was it like doing our first kind of live broadcast in terms of your perspective from the sideline?
The energy was amazing. The students stayed engaged the entire game. You felt their energy. They really were motivated to push for the varsity team. It didn't work out for them tonight, but they really kept the team pumped up. I think the entire game, we really saw a lot of energy from the fans. It was a great experience. I think this is just an annual, you know, just look to event here for the students, and they're always looking to see how they can, you know, go up against this experienced alumni team. And so tonight wasn't their night, but it was great to be on the sidelines. The coaching staff was really great. The refs stayed, you know, really engaged. And so it was a great night for all the fans.
So, listen, it was, I don't envy your job on the sideline because it just, you know, you're always trying to find people to interview to come talk, but it was good. It did seem like the energy was great. The students were really engaged. I can even saw the alumni started singing.
Absolutely.
And so it was just a great time. So we're going to kind of transition right now to interview some of the. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Jasmine
Great
Kenny,
job,
for
guys.
talking with us.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk to some of our current students. One of you guys can come and join us here.
All right, we'll start right over here. Give us your name.
Kanai Holiday, class of 2020.
How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good.
Give us the feel. We know what the score is, but give us a feel for being out there on the court tonight.
There's a good energy out there, being with your dorm mates, your classmates, some brothers now. Especially it's your last year. We're all seniors here, so it's our last year. So it's something we have to, even though we lost something, we just have to think about, something to ponder, something we always remember too.
Well, great, man. Congratulations on being seniors. Good job just running out there tonight. Let's switch up. Let's get somebody else in the chair.
Go ahead. So what's your name, young man? Tell us your name.
I'm Ricardo Sotilio, class of 2020.
Class of 2020. So what were your thoughts on tonight's game?
We played a good game. We went out there, we played hard. We went out there and, did our thing.
So I have a quick question. So one of the things I noticed, there were a lot of three-point shots taken, and not a lot of conversions of those shots. Why was there such a commitment from you guys on the three? Was it because you guys were down early, or was it just?
Shooting threes is just our game. Our small players are, the ones not in tall and height. We shoot those shots. We take contested shots. We practice that all the time. Those are shots that we are confident in taking and we'll continue to take.
Okay. So, I mean, it just may have just been an off night for you guys, is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, generally, you guys are pretty confident in those shots. It's just tonight wasn't your night.
They just weren't falling.
We've got literally a minute left, so I want to get everybody else in who hasn't had anything to say. Go ahead. Tell us where you're from.
My name is Steven Arrow. I'm a senior, and I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey. All right. Repping the Garden State. And,
yes, sir.
It's been just great to be here with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the game tonight. Not the outcome, but man, you guys' effort. You guys stayed at it and kept to it. So again, as we get ready to wrap things up here on Advent Sports Network, we're wrapping up our fourth year of coverage. We want to again thank all of our sponsors, the Gray Button.
The Gray Button, as well as which sells personalized handcrafted handbags, and GDH Law. The owner of GDH Law is a Pine Forge Academy graduate, class of 1998. So we just want to thank her, as well as AEC Media for helping us to broadcast this live game.
Thank you, AEC Media.
And the Lance J Radio Network, Mr. James Lewis being the head of that, giving us his support so that we could do this from year to year.
We want to remind everybody that you can still give to Pine Forge Academy and the Alumni Association, pfagiving.org or pfalumni.org. Again, it's been a pleasure.
As always.
It's been fun. And we want to thank you for tuning in to Advent Sports Network. This is a production of Allegheny East Media and the Advent Sports Network. We want to thank, as always, our visionary and our founder, James Lewis III, and all those who have had a part to play in our broadcast for tonight. Until the next time, you take care and tell everybody about what you've seen tonight.
All right.
Social justice is embedded in Breath of Life's commitment to carry this wonderful gospel of Jesus Christ. I believe in social justice. I believe in the equality of all people. And I also believe that Jesus died and his blood was spilled for all of us.